Many ladies have packed their belongings and left their long-term relationships or left their marriages simply because there was this one lady who decided you're not going to enjoy that relationship, and that lady is a side chick. Now in today's video I want to share with you some of the facts that you didn't know about these ladies, because at the end of the day they have a mission. At the end of the day there is what they are after, and that is what I'm going to be sharing with you in this particular video. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly consider doing that, and you can share this video with a person you know they are going through such a situation, and before they pack their things and leave, before they give up, kindly share it with them, and it's going to be transformational. So welcome to today's video. My name is ESTHER. My notebook here with me, and I just want to share with you about this whole thing that has affected mostly young marriages, people who have been married 5 years and below, and they say that when you make it to the first 5 years of your marriage, chances are you are going to survive that marriage, because that is the time that you build the foundation of that marriage. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of those facts that you didn't know about side chicks that you ought to know, and before you decide to pack and leave, kindly watch this video. Now before even I start giving you those facts, I want you to understand that we have two types of side chicks. We have two types of side chicks, and the first type is the financially stable kind of side chick, and this is the kind of woman who is not after your husband because of any financial benefit. This woman is independent, maybe has made their own investments, has done so many big things, and they happen to fall in love with a married man. And this is why this happens, because I don't want us to be judgmental. These people are human. This person is making this is just a mistake like any other mistake that you make. And this particular category of kind of women, the financially stable kind of side chick, is the kind that falls in love with this man. Actually, it's the man who maybe falls in love with this person, this other lady, and the reason why this man ends up falling in love with this person is maybe because of the reasons why this man got married in the first place. Because we know there are people who got married because maybe this guy impregnated a lady, and he was forced to marry this lady. And there are times that the family the family members pressured this guy to get married simply because maybe he's of age or something. So this man did not get married because he wanted to get married. It was because of pressure, or maybe because this lady got pregnant, and this man ended up marrying this particular lady. And there are some men who don't know that you can learn to love a person after you've started living with this person. There are some people who learn to love a person and they end up enjoying that marriage, regardless of the fact that it was not meant to be, like it was not a planned thing for this man to do. He had not intended to marry, but because of a situation, this person ended up with this lady, and because there's nothing this guy can do, this man learns to love this other lady. But there are men who never learn to love this person based on the situation that they got married to them. So you end up you find that this man will come in contact with this lady that I'm saying is a side chick and is financially stable, who is not after his money in the first place, who is not after anything, but has just fallen in love. And in most cases this lady ends up being the second wife of this guy, because this guy now has finally realized that I want a wife, and this is the woman that I want, not the one that my family brought, not the one that got pregnant and we ended up marrying each other. This is the woman that I found. And those kind of side chicks most of them end up being second wives. The second kind of side chick, who is what I want to address today, is the side chick who is not financially stable, and he's only dating a married man because this lady is too lazy to work hard for the lifestyle they want. There are people who want a very, very good lifestyle. They want to live large, they want to drive big cars, they want to live in certain areas, they want to dress in a certain way, but they cannot afford that kind of lifestyle. So what do they end up doing? They end up getting up, hooking up with married men. They end up getting this financially stable, big guys in the society, so that they can fulfill, or they can fulfill that kind of the lifestyle that they want, so that these people can help them cover for everything that they want. If it's a car, this guy is going to buy the car. If it's a business, this guy is going to open that business, not caring whether this person is married or not. And in most cases, those kind of guys are married. And I'm going to share with you a story I had Sarah Cabo say, and she was saying that it is so sad, like we find that she have found young ladies who go to big people's, the CEOs and managers, these big prominent guys, and they inbox them, or they send nude photos to them. And you know, for a man to just be like, ignore such kind of things, some can, based on your principles, some won't, because people are different. Okay, so you find that this man has fallen into that trap of that young lady who has sent those photos or those videos or all those things. So that is how she was saying, like, she has found ladies who have sent the husband nude videos or all those sort of things. So this is how maybe they end up getting in relationship with these prominent men. So today's video, I just want to address some facts that you should know, regardless of the fact that they are sending those nudes, the fact that they are doing all those things. Before you pack your things and leave that marriage, I want you to understand this one thing about this second category of side chicks. I'm not saying the first category is okay. What I'm trying to say is that this second category is even worse, because they are not here because of anything else. It's not emotional, it's not anything, it's strictly financial, because there is they want this kind of lifestyle, but they cannot fund for it. So the first thing you need to understand is, if you see a side chick getting in touch with the wife, things have started falling apart. That is the first thing you should understand, or you should know, is that their man has started realizing that this chick is a user, this person is a liability, this person, there's no life with me anywhere, I don't see a future with this lady. So this lady, the fact that this chick is trying to get in touch with the wife is one reason. Before you leave, you should know things have started falling apart, because the moment they realize that this person is not picking my calls, this person is not paying my bills anymore, that is when they start calling the wife, so that they can maybe provoke the wife, or maybe try to tell this person, or it's like they want to fight back. Okay, it's like, now it's time for me to fight back. So in most cases, when you see a side chick getting in touch with you as the wife, know that things are not working out, things are not the way they used to be. Because at the end of the day, if things are working out the way that they had shut up before, that is the way they could have been even now. So the fact that they are trying to get in touch with you is one reason for you to just be patient and know that things have London is falling apart. Okay, so that is one. The other thing that you need to understand is that you should not let this lady poison your mind at no any given point. I'm looking down because I have a lot of notes here. I could not have kept all the points on my in my head. So the other thing you need to understand is that don't let this lady spoil your mind, like making you feel like you are inferior in any way, making you feel like there are some things you didn't do. Don't open the communication lines for that. Don't have conversations with them. They might call you the first time, and you can pick up the first time because you don't know who is calling. But the moment you realize that this person is here, this person is trying to spoil my mind, don't give them that satisfaction. Don't allow it at any given cost. Don't let that person spoil your mind, because the moment this person starts telling you things that you don't even want, things that you don't even care, like they want to show you how you've not played your part as this wife, how they are better than you in whatever area that they think, and in most cases it's only about sex. That is all they can offer. Sex is all they can offer. By the way, most of them, there's nothing else they bring to the table, only sex, which is available everywhere nowadays, so cheap. Now, don't make this person make you think that there's something wrong with you. And there's something I keep telling ladies: if you're not emotionally mature, don't get married, because this kind of stuff, you need to handle them in a very mature way. You need to handle them in a very mature way. So if you know that you're not emotionally mature, stay away from marriage, because some things are not for babies. Some things are not just you cannot just handle them simply because you've been told. So you have to be very careful. You have to be emotionally mature before you get into that marriage. So the second point that I've shared with you is, don't let this lady spoil your mind. Don't let them make you feel like there's something wrong with you, and don't open room for communication. Okay, that is the second thing. Now the third thing is that every woman needs to know why they are married. And I'm not going to dwell here for long, because I've talked about this in my previous videos. I want you to understand that if you know why you're doing something, then anything that is not your end goal, you will know that that is a distraction. Okay, that is a distraction. Like, you should know, this is why I got married. So anything that is not this is just something that I'm not going to waste my energy on this. I'm not going to waste my time on this. So you know that your end goal is this, and the reason why I got married is for this particular reason. So anything that is not that, don't waste your time, don't waste your energy, don't waste your feelings on that particular thing. So stop wasting your time with this side chick and concentrate on the reason why you got married in the first place. So your why is the reason why, your why will drive you. Okay, that is what I'm trying to say in short. Let your why drive you. So if there was nothing, like if you didn't see this chick calling, if this person was not in your plans, keep moving. Don't waste your time with them. The fourth thing that I need to share with you is that don't be so quick to make any decision at that particular moment. Simply because this person has called, you decide like immediately, I'm going to leave. You decide I'm going to do this. You decide I'm going to fight back. You decide all those things. Remember, there is something our bishop said, and I've said this over and over again, and I'm not going to stop saying this until Jesus comes back. He said that wisdom is not making the right decision. Wisdom is knowing the consequences of the decision you want to make before you make it. So before you make any decision, please just sit down and ask yourself, what are the consequences of these decisions that I want to make? What if I leave? What if I quit? What if I stay? You see, you should ask yourself, analyze, and don't make that decision at that particular time. And simply because someone has called you at 7 p.m. at 7:30, you've already made a decision to leave. Don't be quick to make decisions. Just take it slow. Remember that wisdom is not making the right choice. It is knowing the consequences of the choices you're about to make before you make them. That is the next thing I need you to know. And that leads me to my point number 5. Now, number 5 is so personal, or maybe I can say that most ladies are so quick to rush to this point, and this is rushing to tell your family and friends about what has happened. I'm not saying you keep that to yourself and kill yourself with that pain or all that thing. I understand your pain, I understand your disappointment, I understand how disrespected you feel at that particular moment, but before you tell anyone else, make sure you have calmed down and make sure that you're for sure that like you want to talk about it. Because let me tell you something, it is so easy for you to get back to your family like nothing happened, but it is so hard for your family to see your husband the way they used to see them, to respect him the way they used to respect him, there's that thing that when a person knows that they have a person has hurt a person that they love, it's never the same again. So before you call your friends, before you call your family, please just calm down first. Don't be in a rush to call. You can just pray about it, or just tell God to give you peace before you talk about it. And this I emphasize, don't rush to talk to other people about that situation. You might be shocked, it's not what you think. you might be shocked. It will not end up the way you think it's going to end up. Because the moment you start talking to people, everybody in this life is a counselor. As long as you have given them a problem, everybody is going to give you their own opinion. And instead of getting a clear answer, or instead of getting things clear, you're going to end up even more confused. And do you know why you're going to be confused? It's because everybody is giving you their own opinion. You come to me as your friend, I tell you, no, you have to leave. You come to me, you go to your mother, and your mother tells you these things happen. You go to another friend of yours and they tell you, oh, yani, you end up getting more confused than you are already, okay? So before you talk to any friend, before you talk to any family member, just take your time and see whether it's worth it, or is it worth has it even gone that far, okay? You have not even, yani, it's just you're not even sure whether it's true. It's just a phone call. So before you rush to talk to anyone else, please take your time. Don't be in a rush. Don't let those people disrespect your husband or your partner because you're in a rush to talk about something that you are not even sure in the first place. And even if you're sure, if at all you settle things down with your husband, they don't even need to know that that thing happened, okay? So don't be in a rush to talk about it. And that leads me to my point number 8. Don't pass your frustrations to your children or your husband. I know, like I said, it is painful. I know sometimes you have a lot of thoughts, you have a lot of questions, unanswered questions, but don't let the children see the frustration in you. Don't be frustrated to a point where now you're looking at those children and you're wondering whether I should kill all of them and just leave, whether I should just leave them and whether I should just pack and leave them. I don't care how they survive, whether I should leave these people with their father or whatever. Don't pass your frustrations to your husband or your children. If you've not addressed that issue, kindly stay as calm as you can. God has a way of giving you peace if you ask for peace, because God will not force you to have peace, by the way. It is something you ask and it is given to you. So don't pass your frustrations to your children or even your husband. And sometimes, let me tell you, sometimes you can find yourself handling this thing and your husband will not even know that it's like someone even called. Depending on the years you've been married, you will find that people will tell you, she called, I didn't even bother to ask my husband, because after I just analyzed the whole thing, I found there was no point of me even having that discussion, okay? So before you rush to do all these things that I'm talking about, kindly take your time. Don't be frustrated to a point where you're even calling your children names, you're even shouting at them, you don't even want to see them, you're doing all manner of crazy things to them. They're even wondering, they're even wondering, who is this? Where is our mother? Where is our mother now? Because we don't know this monster anymore. Don't be that kind of a mother. Whatever is happening does not involve your children. Whatever happened, if it happened, does not involve them. And even if it happened, it is still none of their business. They are still your children. They still deserve to be loved by you. They still deserve your care. So whatever happened. And if you have to handle the whole situation, it is between you and your husband. They have nothing to do with that whole situation. So don't frustrate them. Don't think that they're the reason why all this is happening. Just let them enjoy their peace at home and let them enjoy your love as their mom. Now, the other things, last but not least, point number 7, is that many women, it's so sad that many women are thinking of doing the same thing the husband did, the revenge game. That is the most stupid thing you can ever do, especially as a woman. And I'm not saying this for men to revenge and for... Actually, it's not for women. For everybody. If you think that my partner cheated and that gives you a right to cheat as well so that you can be equal, that is the most foolish thing that you can ever do. You'll end up getting more hurt. You'll end up having to deal with more demons than you already were. So getting revenge is nothing. You shouldn't even consider that. I am not even going to talk about it that much, because the madness I've seen on social media, he cheats, I cheat. Yani, two wrongs don't make a right, okay? Two wrongs don't make a right. So you might end up cheating and then you figure out things were not what you thought they were. So you end up living with this guilt inside of you that you don't even have an idea why you are doing it in the first place. So before you decide to go and revenge, before you decide to go and do other funny things out there, just be careful and think about it carefully, okay? And the last thing, the last thing that I want you to know is that is that when you resist the devil, he flees. The Bible says that you resist the devil and he will flee. Because at the end of the day, the agenda of the enemy is to just make sure that you have no peace, to distract you, to make you not concentrate on what matters, and to diverse your thinking, and to bring distractions, to bring enmity, to just make sure that he kills whatever that is in that marriage. If he doesn't kill, he destroys. If he doesn't destroy, he steals. Okay, so all you have to do is know that I am not fighting this person, I am not fighting this particular man, and I need to resist the devil. When Jesus said that, he said that because the moment he resisted the devil at the wilderness, the devil flee. So it can also happen to you. So once you resist the devil, he's going to flee. It doesn't matter how bad it looks, it doesn't matter how ugly it is. Just learn how to resist that thing. Learn how to resist the devil in every situation. Actually, generally, in all situations, learn how to resist the devil, because the moment you do that, he flees. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video is going to help you make the right choices, make the right decisions. And if you wanted to quit, please don't quit. Don't be in a rush to quit. Please don't throw away years of hard work, years of sacrifice, and so much and years of tears. Okay, like you've worked so hard to be where you are right now. You cannot just give up. You cannot give up because of a simple frustrated woman who is trying to transfer their frustrations to you. So I hope this is going to help you. Share it with a person you know is going through this, because I know of so many people who have made the wrong decisions, people who have walked away, people who have wasted time. You went for 1 year, you've wasted a whole year, and then you're back. Don't waste your time. Don't waste time thinking that you're solving that problem, well, in case you're just postponing that problem. So make the right decisions, make the right choices, and at the end of the day, you are going to conquer. Thank you so much for watching. Join me next time. Bye bye.